Hey, it's Michelle Green, and today I'm going to show you how to use reviews to get intel for how to market your niche when you're doing your niche research. Okay, so I'm actually going to reveal a niche that I'm planning on going into. Dare I do it? Most people don't want to reveal their niches because people go and they take the ideas, but I really believe that there's room for enough people. Not everyone's gonna jump on this, and there's room for everybody. And like you don't see McDonald's crying when another McDonald's opens across town. You know what I mean? It's like we worry so much about this kind of stuff, and there's no need. There's enough for everybody. But so I'm gonna go ahead and reveal this. And my niche that I'm planning on going into is the bariatric chairs. Bariatric chairs. These are for obese people, big chairs, and that's what I'm going to go into because I think that there's a market for it. And the way that the supplier that I have, the way they describe it is as a bariatric receptionist chair. And so I know just based off of that the people who are in this niche are going to directly go to the reception. They're going to go to their niche is going to be basically businesses. They're going to be promoting this from by a receptionist chair standpoint, right? So when I see everybody going left, I'm going right. But I don't know enough about this industry to know, well, what other markets can I promote this to and how. So the way I do that is I go to Amazon and I search for whatever it is I'm going to sell, in this case a bariatric chair, and then I look at the reviews, because you can gain a lot of insight from reviews to help you in your marketing. People don't use reviews for this. This is crazy because this is going to help you in multiple ways, as you're going to see. So I'm just going to read these reviews, and then I'm going to point out how something that they said is going to help me. And this will kind of give you an idea of how you should be doing keyword or doing research for your particular niche that you're thinking about going into, because you should be thinking about how you're going to market that before you get into this niche. Okay, and so for me, I'm not going after the business receptionist market. I'm going to go after a different market. All right, and so but I need to know how people are using the item that they purchased. They're going to give me that intel that I need. Okay, so this one says the chair goes together easily, and the way it is constructed allows the person, that's just a heading. All right, so it says, originally purchased this for a 350-pound friend for use in his home. Now, right there, this gave me some intel, because I'm thinking that, bariatric is basically going to be like 400 pounds and up. Right, so I wouldn't even think to go after this market, even though 350 is obese and larger. I would think that a 350-pound person can still fit in a regular chair, so I wouldn't go for that size range. But my guess is that people enjoy the comfort of having loose space around them. Being a bigger person myself, I definitely understand that, and so I definitely understand why they would want the bigger room, but I wouldn't think to go after that market for such a large chair. I would go for 400 pounds up, especially when they use the word like bariatric. You're thinking, okay, this is somebody who's like 400 or 500 pounds and up. That's my thinking. I know I could be wrong, but that's my thinking. So this lets me know, okay, I can target 350 pounds or somewhere at minimum of 350. So that tells me that the chair goes together easily, and the way it is constructed allows the person to use the chair arms to help them stand. So this tells me, okay, this is a selling point that I'm going to be able to use in my marketing to help sell this chair. Okay. And that's not something you always think about, this kind of stuff. So when you hear other people say how they used it and why they use it, that tells you that other people are going to be wanting those same features, so you can use those in your marketing. All right. Try that with most chairs, and the arms will collapse by the third use. This will be good in the ad copy as well. This boy is built to assist. The chair moved with my friend to a nursing home, and the chair is now in their dining room, and is the go-to chair for a lot of people. This is like crazy information. This one review has given me 3 huge bits of information. This right here is saying, okay, well, if I'm not going to target the business reception, I could target nursing homes. You see what I'm saying? I could target nursing homes and sell these chairs to them in bulk. And nobody's probably doing this because they're all going after receptionists, business receptionist area. Well, people in nursing homes aren't searching for business reception chairs. They're searching for nursing home chairs, or chairs that are good for, aging people, or chairs that are good for, whatever. So they're searching for the same thing in a different way, and this review just gave me this on a platter. This is the kind of good stuff you can get from the reviews. The nursing home is actually in the process of ordering several of these. See, several of these. So this is what, lets me know that there's demand for it. So you got your research as far as, is there demand for this? We know there is. We know that there's demand for the individual, and now we know that there's demand for nursing homes. All right, let's go to this next review. It says, nice chair, works really well for large people. I was over 500 pounds. So, this kind of gives us more age. We know that this is made for people of a higher size, but when they reveal the size that they are, it just kind of gives us more intel as to who this is working out for and why. When I got this and it worked great, now I'm down to 430 and still loving it. So he's all the way down to 430 and still loving it. Okay, so this is just one example of how this, by reading reviews, is going to actually help you to market your business and decide even if you want to get into a niche. But once you do get into it, it's going to help you market that niche. It's going to tell you exactly how to sell that product to that niche. All right, so here's another page. I'm going to go through just a few of them because I think you have the idea of how this can help you. So let's just kind of go through a couple more and see what else we can get out of it. This is really just for me now at this point. I've pretty much shown y'all what I wanted to show you. I just want to keep going on, and I'm going to let you guys tag along. I'm just going to do a few more. So the price is nice. I'm okay with the little issues. And I like this chair based on a lot of other comments. It does sit comfortably for larger body types. This is more copy that we can use. I do not like the pointed edges at the seat. If you were going to do like a review type of promotion, you definitely want to call out the flaws of it as well, and so this would help you do that. And it also helps you prepare for things you might want to let your customer know beforehand so you don't get a lot of returns. I use a towel to help with the sharp edges and will eventually put some type of cloth or padding permanently around. And it also gives you solutions that you can tell them. So you can call out these flaws and then say what customers have done to rectify the situation would be this. So that would actually salvage you a potential loss in sale by providing them a solution up front on how they can resolve the issue and remedy the issue. Also, I received a damaged cushion, but I didn't have enough time to send it back, so I will make small repairs myself. The price is so nice, I'm okay with the little issue. This also lets us know that they're happy with the item enough to where they're willing to accept a damaged item without returning it because they're so happy with the purchase or with the functionality of it that they're willing to settle for the damage. So I mean, God, this is so much intel. It's crazy. The chair for me is great as a heavy person. This chair for me is great as a heavy person, but the front corners of the chair, this is the same issue that they were discussing before. I'm going to skip that one. As for the 4 stars, it can use a little padding. Let me read the whole thing here. It's a very sturdy chair, but then again, it is rated to hold 1,000 pounds, so I guess saying it is sturdy is redundant. As for the 4 stars, it could use a little more padding on the seat, and the edges are sharp and could dig into your thighs, but one could always use a cushion or blanket, so they're giving you more solutions here that you can offer people before buying this. Knits beware, I come picking overall very, very good quality chair for support. So, they're reinforcing that this chair is very sturdy and does hold what it says that it's going to hold. This gives you confidence as a reseller as well, because you don't want to deal with returns. I was in a cheap watch niche actually about a year ago when I quit my job the first time. I was doing very well in the niche in the cheap watch business, and so I quit my job. But the backlash to that was that those watches we were getting a lot of returns, and eventually what I decided to do was sell that store, because I didn't want to be in the cheap watch business. I didn't want to deal with the returns. It's just a hassle, and most people don't want to deal with those returns. So anything you can do on the front end to prevent returns, whether it be letting your customers know about the flaw or deciding not even to go in that niche, anything you can do is going to save you time and hassle of having to either dismantle the business or sell the business to someone who wants to deal with it. Looks good and feels very sturdy. I'm about 250 pounds. I don't see any sharp edges that some were complaining about. So he's on the smaller end of it, so that's probably why he's not experiencing that. That's something that you can even incorporate into your sales copy. If you just kind of let different size people know who's this going to be ideal for, or who may experience certain issues and why. It's basically about informing the customer. You're going to have that information there. So I'm not going to go in any further. I think I've made it clear as to how these can help you, and hopefully I've given some of you some ideas on how you can kind of research your niche before going into it and use that for your marketing as well. If you got some value out of this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up, and also leave a comment and tell me what you got out of it, what you're going to use this information for, and also if you want to get on my mailing list, you will get access to my $1 million ideas. I come up with a lot of ideas that I can't pursue because I'm an idea person, and I get really, really good ideas that I try to pursue them all. That's one of the things that have held me back a lot and cost me to get to where I'm at over 20 years, because I've just kind of I gotta go after stuff. When I get an idea, I got to go after it, and I end up juggling a lot of stuff. Stuff ends up sitting on the back burner, that kind of stuff. So I decided this year that I'm going to stop sitting on my ideas, and I'm just going to give them away. But I'm not giving them away to the general public. Okay, I'm not. Actually, that's only partially true. I will put some ideas out there so that I can attract people, and they can see that they can see that these are available. So I'll maybe do one out of every 10 or every 20 I will release. But the others, you will not get these. You will not hear about them unless you're on my mailing list or subscribe to my blog. All right. And so you can go to michellelgreen.com to subscribe to my blog, or actually go to michellelgreen.com/feed, FEED, to subscribe to the blog, or get on the mailing list, and I'll put a link over in the description that you can click on and sign directly up to get on the mailing list. There'll also be an option for you to enter your URL, your website URL. If you want me to critique that live, just enter that there. And if I'm able to, I will. Right now, I'm not getting a whole lot of requests, so I'm able to, handle the URLs the websites that are coming in. But once this starts to really ramp up and I start to get so much volume, I will be more selective in what I put on the show, because a lot of the stuff will be repetitive. So things that are going to be repetitive, I won't do. I'll probably just direct them to a video where, here's what I would suggest for your website. So that's how it's going to be. But for now, things are pretty slow as far as people giving me web addresses. So go over there, get it while you can, and hopefully we'll be reviewing you on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.